Hello everyone, and thank you so much for stopping by. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing a something old, something new. This was inspired by Mandy. She did a similar video with 2 eyeshadow palettes and kind of talked about something new, something old. So I figured I might make this into a series if you guys enjoy it. I'm going to be talking about some new products as well as some older products, and that's the look that I have on today. We're going to be talking about the new WetnWild Dewy foundation, and what I have on the eyes is the Aina palette, which I talked about my top 10 favorite eyeshadows. So yeah, so that's going to be the video for today. I hope you guys enjoy it. So let's go ahead and get into it, and I'll show you how I got this look. Alright, so I got my towel on my head because I've realized that I hate how setting spray feels on my hair. So if I do like the setting spray, I know usually I use headbands, but I don't know what it is that just doesn't cover it that well. So what I started doing is, now that I get out of the shower, I don't do my hair until I'm done with my makeup, and I feel like it keeps my hair cleaner longer. Could be going crazy, I don't know. But anyway, so I have my hair still wet, I think, under my towel. So I'm going to go ahead and prime the eyes, and for that I'm going to use the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. This is newer. I picked mine up in medium beige, so it looks like this, and I have used it already a few times, and I really like this. It's very hydrating, like the name says. I did try the original Camo Concealer and I didn't like it. Also, I had picked up the wrong shade, so that kind of didn't help, but it just seemed like the shades were kind of off, because even the medium tones were too bright, were too light for my skin tone. So I just kind of gave up on it. I didn't like the formula, so I just didn't go look for more. But this one I really enjoy, so I'm gonna put some of this on my lids. And you can also use like eye primers. I go back and forth on them. Like, I don't notice a big difference when I do use them. I have the MAC paint pot in soft ochre, and I don't know if that expands the life of my eyeshadow, to be honest, but I have it, I use it. But most of the time I do use concealer just because it's easier, it's already there, and I'm going to use it on my eyes anyways. And I'm using, this is a new sponge to me, it's from the AOA Miss A. It's so cute, look at the color, it's like a beige brown type of color. I don't know, I just really liked it when I saw they had this one, and it's like $2. Alright, so moving on to the eyeshadow for today's video, I wanted to use this Anastasia Beverly Hills by Aina, the collaboration. I know this was a limited edition. I believe you can still find it, hopefully, but this was one of my favorites eyeshadows of 2019. I put it on my top favorites video. So, but I realized that I never really made a video on it, and I was asked by my friend to make a video, so here it is. This one is for you. So, this is what the inside looks like. It's very bold and beautiful, and I love it. But if you're going with the light hand, you can also get like a very light type of look. Let me know in the comments below if you guys would like to see like day to night kind of video. So like a light look and a smoky look with this palette. I don't know what I'm going to do today. I'm not really going anywhere. I'm just going to be at home. Let me go ahead and start with ginger. And I'm going to use it on a fluffy brush. This one here is by the Makeup Shack T46. You can use any type of fluffy brush. So I'm just going to go ahead and lightly tap that color, and then tap out any excess, because I don't want to deposit too much color, and super lightly gonna grab my pencil, I'm gonna grab my brush all the way to the back so that I don't go too harsh, and then lightly deposit some color, and just gonna start blending it. And as you guys can see, even though I grabbed super little of the shade, it definitely shows up, but it's not anything crazy. And now I'm just grabbing the brush a little closer and then just kind of blending it out. I'm going to go back in and get a little more, just one time, tap it out, And I feel like this eyeshadow palette would honestly work for any skin tone. So if you have like a super light skin tone, you would just go more light-handed. If you have a deeper skin tone, you can go a little more heavy-handed. Oh my god. Alright, so my microphone was on the floor this whole time. So hopefully you guys still heard me well. Alright, so up next to deepen out the outer corner, I'm going to take Edges, which is this one right here, and I'm going to take it on another Makeup Shack, the T1 or the T87, which is a smaller blending brush. Again, you can use whatever you have in your collection. So I just barely tapped it. Tap out the excess and then put it on my outer corner. See how that looks. It's not super deep, but it's a little more orangey than the first one we put. So this one I'm going to put a little lower than the other one, and I'm not going to bring it up so high. So just keeping that right at the crease. Now I don't know if you guys can tell the difference. See how it's deepened it just a little bit, but not anything crazy. So I'm going to do the other eye real quick. So I think I'm going to take this e.l.f. tapered blending brush. So it's a smaller blending brush. And I'm going to take this shade right here, Credit, and then really deepen out the outer corner. But I want to be very precise so it doesn't get all smoked out too crazy. So I'm barely tapping my brush, just the tip. Tap out. And I prefer to just put less product and go back in. I cleaned out all my brushes and it's so weird to see them all nice and clean. It was way overdue. They were all dirty. It's quite crazy and gross. Same with my sponges. That's why I kind of bought a ton of the Mercier so I don't even have to wash them. But that's not a good habit. I need to start washing my brushes more often. Alright, so I'm going to go back into that medium size brush and then just kind of blend out the crease. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. Alright, so up next, I don't know which one I want to take. So this is Sponsored and this is Lituation. So I don't know. I feel like Lituation would look prettier, but then I really want to use this one. Why don't we do both? Okay, so I'm going to take Lituation and then just kind of put it right in the outer third of my lid, kind of connecting it to that deeper shade and then just kind of tapping it out. I feel like when you tap it, it kind of blends it better versus just dragging it and just putting a bunch of color when you want to blend it. So I'm dragging it here and I'm just tapping the outside, and I'm going to leave this part empty for now. Alright, so then I'm going to take this other shade, the Sponsored, and put that on the inner corner. Oh, look at that shade. It's so pretty. And I'm just gonna, again, tap it in the middle so that they both kind of blend into each other. And I'm just, going back and forth with my fingers, kind of blending them in. So that's kind of what it looks like right there. So pretty. All right, so I'm gonna stop right there for now and move on to the rest of my face. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a wipe and just wipe off any excess. Being very careful on the outer corner. Most of it concealer, not much eyeshadow. All right, so my face is already moisturized with my daily moisturizer, so I don't need too much, but I'm gonna take the Revlon Photoready for my Something Old and then put that on my T-zone. So I literally take like this much and then just dab some on my nose, on my chin, and on my forehead. And I just kind of pat it into the skin because you want that to get into any large pores you might have. And I feel like this does such a good job at blurring out my pores, but also I feel like it makes my foundation last longer on my nose, and it just looks a lot better because a lot of time it just breaks down on my nose and it just kind of looks ugly, and I feel like this helps with that. All right, so up next for another something new, I purchased online the WetnWild Photo Focus Dewy foundation, and I'm super excited about this. Kathleen Lights was raving about it. Jessica Braun, she says it's like her favorite right now, so I had to pick it up because I had to see what the fuss was about. The original one I liked, but I didn't love. I picked up the shades Cream Beige, which is medium neutral, and Buff Bisque, which is light medium neutral. Right? Yes. All right. So I think I picked up 2 shades because I figured one could be good for summer, and then one's going to be good for just right now when I don't really have any tan or colored skin. That's just my regular skin. So I'm going to use the light medium neutral Buff Bisque. I think this is going to be a good fit. And this one does come with a paddle, so you pretty much apply it with this, and I actually don't mind that. So I think that's a good shade match. And I'm gonna take my sponge and then blend it in. I haven't used it. I was gonna use it yesterday and I forgot. So far it looks really pretty. It's not like super high coverage, but it doesn't claim to be, I don't think. So this is what it looks like right now on the skin. I guess I should have done like one half with foundation, one half with the other without it. But so far it looks really pretty. I feel like if you have like a lot to cover, this might not work for you, but I don't have like much scarring or anything like that. Just have a lot of redness, so that's kind of what I go for. It's this type of foundation. But I think I'm gonna apply a little more on my cheeks, which is, like I said, where I have like the most redness. So I'm gonna blend that out. Wow, I really like that. And like I said, like it's not super full coverage, so you can kind of still see like my skin under it, but I actually like that. I like when you can see my skin under. I don't like it to be like full coverage. All right, so I'm gonna go back into my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer and put this under my eyes. I think this shade might be a little too orange, but it's fine, it works. Kind of cleaning out the eyeshadow, but making sure not to ruin it. So that's what it looks like right now. You can see like my darkness on the other one and then how it covered it on this one. All right, so I'm gonna put a little more right here, where I have the most darkness. Alright, so I have this little baby, tiny Laura Mercier, I don't know how you say it, powder that I haven't used. I don't know if this will be considered something new. Alright, so I want to make sure that my under eyes haven't creased. And I'm just going to take my brush and just really go in there. And then put quite a lot under there. And then just kind of brush it off. Ooh, I really like that. Alright, let me show you guys. So this is with powder and this is without. So it's not a huge difference, but I feel like it smooths out my under eye just a tiny bit. I'm just gonna put some here and on my nose because that's where I get the most oily. And then just kind of dusting it everywhere else. It's a little sticky. I don't like that feeling. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of the powder here. I don't want the makeup to skip. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish the rest of the eyes. I'm gonna go back into the palette and then let's use the brush that comes with it. I rarely use these. Not because I don't like them, I just forget. So I'm gonna take this side of the brush and take ginger on the very tip of the brush. Blending that out and then connecting it to the outer part. And just really blending everything out. And I'm just gonna taking this all over. It looks really pretty. I'm gonna go into credit with the other side of the brush. And again, right at the tip, pick up some product. And then this one, I just kind of want to focus it on the outer half. And go back into the other side of the brush, blend everything out. Oh, that's so pretty. All right, gonna do the same thing on the other side. All right, so I'm gonna stop there and then move on to the bronzer. For the something old, I'm gonna take this L'Oreal True Match Lumi Bronze It. I recently rediscovered this when I decluttered all my bronzers, blushes, and highlights. That video should be coming up soon. It also has like a pretty good dent in it. I don't know if you guys can see it. So I definitely use that a lot, and I'm just using my Wet n Wild Pac-Man collaboration brush. I love this brush for my bronzer, so I'm just swirling it in there, tapping it out. And I'm bronzing up the cheeks. Ooh, did we go a little crazy there? Let me make sure we blend it out. Put a little bit on the forehead. Make sure everything's nice and blended. Okay, then I'm gonna go into my Melt Stargazer highlight highlight in Stargazer. This one's really, really pretty. And I'm just gonna take it on my Wet n Wild P75. And then just kind of tapping it in there. This is a really pretty highlight. I really like it. See how glowy that looks? Put some on the tip of my nose, on the bridge of my nose. I like to put some on the chin, but on the sides, not right in the middle. I'm also gonna put some on my brow bone and just kind of go up onto the forehead. And I usually use like swirling motion. I don't just like strip it on. I feel like it looks a lot more natural. And then I'm going to take a different brush. This is the Luxie 141 Mini Round. Looks like this. I'm going to go into the highlight and then just tap that. Put some on my inner corner. I love me some inner corner highlight. So for something new, I'm going to take the Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Micro Pencil. This is what it looks like right here. So I remember using the original one, which looked like a little teardrop. And then I stopped using it just because I didn't like the shape of it, but the formula was really good. So we'll see what this one's like. And I picked mine up in deep brown and ash brown because I wasn't sure what shade was going to work for me. And then it has the little spoolie. And here is the tip. Oop, come on. And that's the tip of the brow. So that's that shade right there. I feel like that's going to be a good match. Oh, I like this. I feel like it's not super creamy, but it's like perfect enough that you can see the strokes that are going on, but it's not like going all over the place kind of formula. But it's also not pulling my hairs out, so it's like right in the middle. I'm wearing contacts right now and I feel like keeping my eyes open too much and it's drying them out. So I'm gonna brush everything out. Ooh, I like that. So there's a difference, obviously, with product and without. How come nobody's talking about this? This is so nice. All right, so that is both eyebrows done. I gotta say, pretty excited to keep using that. But I think that might become my new favorite. We'll see. All right, so for another semi-new product, I'm gonna take the e.l.f. Wow Brow. This is a newer product from e.l.f., but it's not like brand new. So I'm gonna put this all over my brows to set them. I've been really liking this. It's really nice. It sets my brows in place. It leaves them a little crunchy, but I mean, I don't mind that. But I feel like it defines them so nice. It gives them like really nice texture. So I don't know if you guys can see the difference on one brow to the other. I feel like I can. All right, so I'm gonna take some of my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. This is definitely not new. This is a definite old. But it's my love, love, love. Because it sets it so pretty. Do you guys see like the glow that it gives the skin? And then for the lashes, I'm gonna take these two mascaras. This is the Flower Beauty Warrior Princess. I'm gonna put that on the top lashes, and then the Essence Instant Volume Mascara on the lower lashes. These are newer, but they're not new. And I always, always, always set my face before I do my mascara so that it doesn't transfer. I somehow always manage to get this all over my lid. I don't know how everyone else does it. So that's one coat. Isn't it so pretty? I've really been enjoying this mascara. All right, and then I'm gonna take the Essence Instant Volume Boost and put that on the lower lash. This is so good. And it doesn't smear. All right, so let me go ahead and finish my hair, and then we'll be right back. All right, so I went ahead and did my hair real quick. Pretty much all I do is blow dry it and curl it. That's how my hair lives these days. But I did go ahead and put some lip gloss on my lips, and this is the Dose of Colors Just Because. I would say this is pretty new, but this is super pigmented. See, that's the shade right there. It's so pretty. I really like this one. I was really enjoying the Messy Bun, which is a little more pink than this one. This one's more like a deeper brown type of shade, and I just love how that looks on the lips. So went ahead and put that on. So, and overall, I love this eyeshadow. I love how the look came out. I feel like it looks so pretty. You can tone it down a little bit. You can deepen it to whatever it is that your activity might be. I love it. I don't mind wearing this type of eyeshadow just to go out to the market, the corner, pick up my mail. I don't care. I love eyeshadow. So yeah, this is the look that we came up with. I really like this foundation. I feel like it looks so pretty. I feel like the powder kind of mattified it a bit. So maybe next time I wouldn't put as much powder. But it just looks so pretty on the skin. I feel like it looks like skin. I don't see it looking like makeup. But yeah, so this is the final look. Let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of the look that I came up with. Let me know in the comments below what other products you guys would like to see. I would love to turn this into like a little series kind of thing, like something old, something new, so that I can kind of go and use my older makeup that I haven't used in a long time, but that also I can use newer makeup. So let me know in the comments below if there's anything new you guys would like to see, anything old. Maybe I have it in my collection for the next video. But other than that, that's going to be it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, please remember to give me a thumbs up. Also, if you haven't subscribed already, I would appreciate if you would do so. And I'll see you guys in my next video.